Also making a buzz, if you're a parent, you are 53% less likely to develop a cold than non-parents. That's according to a new study from Carnegie College. In fact, the study showed the more kids you have, the less likely you are of getting sick. Parents with 1 or 2 kids were 48% less likely to develop a cold. Parents with 3 or more kids were 61% less likely. Well, tell us, has this been your experience, or do you seem to always come down with something? All right, I have to know, how many kids?
No
kids. Children.
No kids.
So do you get sick a lot?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Okay.
I think just being active, probably a little bit genetic. It's probably helps you out just a little bit, but kind of cross my fingers.
Yeah.
Now watch, I'll get a cold tomorrow.
Well, it's interesting because, you always hear about parents who say, my kid came home with the sniffles from school, especially little ones, and they're always putting everything in their mouth, and then mom and dad get sick a few days later.
Right. Now we're talking colds, not headaches.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh, that's a good point, too. That's a totally different thing.
Cold and headaches are two different things, but that might be the case. I know a lot of my friends who do have children. I think it's split 50-50. There's half of them that feel that they do get the colds because the kids bring them home from school, and they do have the sniffles, and then the other half say, no, it kind of builds up our immunity that we do get some of those germs brought to the house, so it works out.
Well, I can tell you, with little ones, I have 7-year-old twins, and we're always washing hands. I mean, it's just a constant routine because of the fact that they are so young, and they're always touching stuff, and other kids are sneezing and coughing. They don't quite get it all the time, so we're always washing hands, and I do find that my husband and I are probably more healthy now than we've been in a long time.
And probably the other thing you need to look at is if you have children, that means there's other children coming to your house. So you're bringing more friends over, and so that, whether that works into the equation or not, is whether you're going to get germs from your kids or is it the neighbor kids coming up.
You remember, Randy, years ago when we would just be outside all day playing.
Right.
We'd eat popsicles and everything at our friend's house, didn't wash hands.
Oh yeah, you'd be playing basketball and you don't have a chance to really go wash your hands anyhow, so you eat your burgers and go play basketball.
Do you think we're a little overly sanitized?
I've actually seen some studies on the internet where people have said because we put so much sanitation on ourselves to keep our hands clean, we lose some of those germs that build up some immunities for us, and that might be a cause to actually getting sick, where if you didn't have that, that might work. So I'm sure there's an argument both ways on that, but that could be the indicator on that.
Yeah, it's one of those things too, where you feel like you're trying to do the right thing with your kids, and I do think the more kids you have, I don't know if I necessarily agree with the study about, the more kids you have, the less likely you are to get sick. You're just too tired to even realize that you're sick when you have like 5 kids. Maybe that's the case. But I did hear that, we're not giving ourselves any barriers to block off anything, because we're very antibiotic heavy in this country. Western, civilization is
and
much
hand
more.
sanitizers in the last several years have come on. I'm sure people, they're constantly doing that, and that might just be something that, there are germs that do help you, and there's germs that are negative.
So many of you are reacting. Let's get to your comments. Sarisa says, Dickerson says, I have 2 kids, and I'm rarely sick. I get sick maybe twice a year. Heidi, wow, I would have thought we get more sick since we're exposed to more children and their sicknesses. Does this mean school teachers should technically never get sick? Tracy Doyle, sure. Your immune system is exposed to more, therefore has the tools to battle an illness early on. This seems like one of those studies to me. And I wanted to share one more comment. Where is it? I hope I can find it. She says she has 5 children. Oh, here it is. Amanda. She says, I totally agree. I have 5 kids and I'm rarely sick. That is Amanda Maddox. So again, maybe there is some truth to this after all.
Yeah, you always wonder how the doctor, when he sees all those people with the flu, he never gets the flu.
Exactly.
It's like, what does he take?